North Carolina voters have a U.S. Senate race, 2 state Supreme Court races, and here in the Piedmont Triad we have several congressional races as well as every seat in the legislature up for grabs. Voters will hear from North Carolina's Senate candidates Cheri Beasley and Ted Budd in a race that could well determine control of the U.S. Senate next year.
What they want is abortion at any time for any reason, and they want it at taxpayer expense, and that's wildly out of step.
Who makes the decision? Is it a woman and her physician, or is it the government?
Judicial races normally don't attract much attention or money, but North Carolina's Supreme Court races are the exception this year. So far, the candidates have raised more than $3 million. Is it good for North Carolina for that much money to be spent on a judicial race?
Yeah, I do worry about it.
2 seats are on the ballot. Republican Richard Dietz versus Democrat Lucy Inman in one race. Democrat Sam Ervin versus Republican Trey Allen in the other. At stake, which party controls the high court and possibly decides the fate of major issues such as abortion and voting rights. Right now, Democrats hold a 4-3 majority. Does it matter which party is in control of the Supreme Court?
It shouldn't. I don't get up every morning and say, what is the agenda for my political party today?
We have several congressional races in the Piedmont Triad. Republican Virginia Foxx is running for a 10th term in Washington. She faces political newcomer Kyle Parrish in the 5th Congressional District, covering the northwest part of the state.
We've gotten things done for the American people, and I don't see that on the other side of the aisle.
Meantime, Democrat Kathy Manning hopes to win a 2nd term representing the Triad. She faces Republican Christian Castelli, who's making his first run for political office.
I think she represents the ultra-wealthy. She's listed as the 19th most wealthy member in the House of Representatives.
One of the most contentious campaigns for the North Carolina legislature is taking place in Alamance County.
Tough times require real leaders, not radicals like Ricky Hurtado.
A rematch from 2020 featuring Republican challenger Steve Ross versus incumbent Democrat Ricky Hurtado.
I'm so disappointed that my opponent continues to spout misinformation across the county.
The big question looming over North Carolina's legislative races: will Republicans win a supermajority, allowing them to bypass Governor Cooper's veto power?
My biggest concern is we relive the embarrassments to this state that we had when they had supermajorities before, whether it be HB 2.
And finally, our 2022 commitment coverage asks candidates the tough question. What is your favorite food?
Boy, that's a tough one. Honestly, I was thinking about that. I don't know if I have a favorite. I really don't.
Want to guess the most popular food among candidates? Stay tuned and find out. Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.